What's up, Dunkaholics? Welcome back to year 5 of the Madden 26 Tennessee Titans realistic rebuild. If you tune in to part 4, we didn't make it back to the Super Bowl like we did in year 3. So now it turns year 5 into a Super Bowl or nothing. And because of that fateful part 3 video where you didn't get a chance to see us go to a Super Bowl, we have to make year 5, part 5. We have to make a Super Bowl appearance. So with all that being said, let's waste no more time. Let's meet the final team squad roster here before the preseason starts here in the final season. At Cam Ward, going into his 5th season, when you look at the stats, he has improved every year from a yardage standpoint, I guess overall from a touchdown standpoint, and every single season he has cut down the interceptions from 18, 13, 9 to 6. Maybe he cuts it down, what, even more, maybe no interceptions, 0 by the end of the season. We've got the sacks down a little bit, and then the offensive line gave up a little bit more um, in that year 4. But Cam Ward has improved every single season. He is 85 overall, star dev. I would have liked to got him up to at least superstar or superstar X factor, but he is still developing. He is still our franchise quarterback. He's proven that he can take us to a Super Bowl. And now we have to prove to you guys that he could take us to a Super Bowl. So Cam Ward going to year 5 as our quarterback. We brought in Mac Jones to back him up. At running back, we have our young superstar running back Perez and Washington, who are basically the same type of running back. And then we just drafted this guy, Al McDaniels, a rookie out of West Virginia. He is a receiving back, elusive back with hidden dev. So we add some more young star power to our running back room. We still got Davison at fullback. At receiver, we got Sean Collins. We decided to bring back A.L. Minor and Shimmeray DK. Brought them both back. And Restrepo. So keeping the same wide receiver group that all came in with Cam Ward. And then Sean Collins, who had his best season yet to date. 76 catches, 1,160 yards, and 9 touchdowns. He is our wide receiver 1. And then that tight end, I think we drafted another receiver too. This guy, Rasheem Giles, down here. So added another big body to the wide receiver group. Gunnar Helm, who has developed as our tight end 1. And we drafted this tight end, Deontay Cohen, out of North Carolina. At tackle, we have Diego Madrano. We brought back Orlando Brown Jr. to add competition at tackle. Peter Skoronski still here. We signed Tyler Linderbaum in free agency. We just had so much money going into the final season. I felt like we had to spend that money. And after signing the free agents before preseason, we actually don't have any more money. I'm so glad we spent all our money. I hope it's money well spent bringing in Tyler Linderbaum. We still have this young Kyle Thomas center behind him. At right guard, we have Joaquin Corona, who was our best offensive lineman last year. He was the only guy on the offensive line who did not give up multiple sacks. I'm talking the center gave up 10 plus sacks. The guards gave up 10 plus sacks. The tackles gave up 10 plus sacks as they normally do. And then J.C. Latham over there at right tackle. At left there, we got Oladejo, who had, I think, his best season so far. Or actually, it wasn't his best season, but remnants to that 2026 season when he got 16 sacks. But back in the double-digit sack column, 15 and a half sacks. He is one of our young leaders on the defensive side of the ball. We brought back Jalen Harrell to back him up. Tyson Dillard, who has been developing at a slower rate, but I was going to say he's been consistent. He had more TFLs last season, less sacks, but Oladeo probably took some of those sacks away from him. Brought back Michael Holt to back him up, along with Jeff Simmons. Jeff Simmons had a great season. He is not slowing down. And you pair him with Big B, you pair him with Tavondre Sweat, all that size in the trenches on the D-line, and people still ran the ball all over us last season, but we got to fix that issue this season with these 3 nose tackles, or 3 defensive tackles that we have there. No Sam linebacker, but we have Jack Campbell going into his 2nd season with us, and then Cedric Gray, the Schultz rookie that we drafted last year. And then at corner, we brought in Denzel Ward to add to our secondary, and then we still have Braxton Hamilton, Legarius Sneed, and we drafted this Daryl Tompkins out of South Carolina. I think he's a slot corner, just to keep our depth strong when it comes to our defensive backs. And then we have Estes at safety. Now this BJ Hodling, don't know how to pronounce that, but 65 overall, but he was one of our hidden dev rookies in the draft. Once again, just adding more talent to our secondary. And then at strong safety, we have our reigning defensive rookie of the year, Daniel Harper, who earned that from winning defensive rookie of the year in the AFC. He is a superstar dev now. And then we brought back Amani Hooker, who are going to make a team captain again. Brought back Amani Hooker. We lost Kevin Winston Jr. We had all three of them last season, but not enough room for everybody. But we at least brought back Amani Hooker. We have Mac Jones still at kicker. We also have Mac Jones as our backup quarterback. And then Trevor Moreland, superstar punter. It was revealed that he was a superstar dev. So them letting go Jack Fox was the right call. So I agree with it. And there's our long snapper, Luis Castro. Now it's time to simulate the preseason. We have the Detroit Lions week 1. Wins and losses don't matter. Preseason still matters. And looks like we lost the first game 17-13. Don't care about the score. We just care about the stats and how the players perform. Cam Ward threw 1 touchdown, 8 yards, 2 for 2, and then we got him out of there. We cannot afford to get him injured. Mac Jones, though, did throw an interception, 9 of 22. Not great if he wants to be our backup quarterback, but there's probably no better option than Mac Jones right now. So Restrepo with 4 catches, leading the team with 55 yards. Perez with a receiving touchdown. And Oladejo, sack and a half. Big B. Monty Hooker, bringing him back. He gets an interception. Right when we put that C patch back on his jersey, he rewards us with a INT. We got Estes, so both safeties getting the interceptions. And then Mac Jones not missing any field goals, even though his longest was only 34 yards. We have Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Just want to make it through preseason with no type of injuries, no type of shenanigans. What the hell is that logo? San Diego Armadillos. Who relocated? The Eagles. You see Jalen Carter, Devontae Smith, Quinyon Mitchell. They moved from Philly to San Diego. We get a San Diego team back in the NFL. What the Armadillo? Now, the colors go hard. The black, gold, the red, kind of look like the 49ers. Maybe the 49ers should have relocated. Same colors, but the Eagles relocating. Wow. But we lose a close one. 35-34. 1 touchdown, 1 pick for Cam Ward, but 3 from Mac Jones. We might have to go get a different backup quarterback. Perez goes over 100 on 8 attempts and a touchdown. And a touchdown for Amanor. Restrepo getting a touchdown. Collins. And then Big B, Wembley, our backup middle linebacker. No picks. 2 made field goals, no misses. And we got the Armadillos in our last preseason game, a.k.a. the Philadelphia Eagles. And we go 0-3 in the preseason, and y'all know what that means. That is that backwards good luck that we need to get back to the Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts throws 4 touchdowns, no picks, and Matt Jones not helping his kid. 1 for 4. Perez with a touchdown. That was Taylor Barnes, but he had himself a game. Had himself a day. Collins with a TD, and Gunnar Helm with the tutty. And no sacks given up from the O-line. 2 for Big B, 1 or half for Dillard, half for our rookie free safety. And Daryl Tompkins, our rookie corner in the slot, getting an interception. And now it's time to make some cuts to the roster. We have to cut 8 players. We do have an injury, and it is Amanor. But we have some depth at wide receiver. We'll just put Restrepo in there, so that is not that bad. I do want to see if there's any other better backup quarterbacks, as Kobe Turner is just sitting there, but we don't need him. I mean, there's Daniel Jones. Will Levis. Could we bring him back to Tennessee? Spencer Rattler. Kyle McCord, Riley Leonard, Jalen Milroe, Dylan Gabriel, Joe Milton. You know what? from one former Patriot to the other. We're gonna cut Mac Jones. He did not have a great preseason. We're gonna go get Joe Milton, who has a big arm, went to college at Tennessee. So I mean, it makes sense. So Mac Jones being the first of the 8 cuts, as you see, Cam Ward, he didn't have that great of a preseason as well. Perez had a phenomenal, outstanding, great preseason. I want that to transfer over to the regular season. Restrepo was our leading receiver, as he's going to get more playing time. He's going to see more snaps with A.M. Minor out 3 to 5 weeks. J.C. Latham had a great, actually the whole offensive line had a great preseason. And then 4 sacks from Bigby. And then we had just 3 interceptions. No missed field goals all preseason. As we have to make 7 more cuts. So we have a lot of receivers. So these guys down here, they can all go on the PS. So that would be about half of the Star Dev. Who is this guy? I'm going to keep Robbins. We could use him as like a return guy. He has some speed on him. The extra O lineman we don't need. Yeah, Richardson release. I feel like we're releasing more people than we are demoting them to the practice squad, but that should do it unless we just have a bunch of will linebackers. Why do we have a bunch? We'll put Whitlock on there. And we should be good to go. So this is our receiving back, Al McDaniels. He's going to be our third string running back, but we're going to put him in on third downs. Waiting to see what his depth trait is. And then everybody else we will just auto generate. We're going to set up the depth chart the way we see fit. Get ready for the regular season as we get ready to get back to the playoffs. Let's try to win the division. That's the first goal you ever want to do. Win your division first. Get a home playoff game. Try to win the conference. Get a bye week. Set yourself up for a Super Bowl run. We're gonna go at Washington, Perez. Let's put Washington right there. Receiving, we're gonna go Collins, DK, Restrepo. Gunnerhelm, Madrano, Orlando Brown Jr. is going to be our swing tackle. He's also going to play a little guard. Also Patrick McCarry. And then Oladejo, Michael Hope. Jalen Harrell, Big B, Sweat, Schultz. We'll go with Davis, Jack Campbell, Wembley, Gray, Phillips. We'll go with Cam Ward, Hamilton, Sneed, Tompkins, and then maybe Amani Hooker. Kick return will be, I guess, Robbins is the he's the star dev guy that I just saw from the practice squad, so he could be on the kick return team. Let's go also with DK. I don't know why they would put him all the way down here, but it's gonna be Shimmery, DK, Gobbins, and then punt return. Maybe Restrepo and DK or Chisholm. Let's do the receiving back. McDaniels. Kickoff start will be Jones. Third down back will be McDaniels. And power back, little gadget player, will do DK. And we will do, I guess, Washington. Perez. Do McDaniels. Power back will be Perez and Washington. Slot receiver, Collins, Restrepo, Giles. Now it will be DK and Restrepo. Left end will be Oladejo. Right end will be Dillard. I don't know why they have Cedric Gray right there. Rush D tackle will be Jeff Simmons, Big B, and Tavondre Sweat. Nose tackle will be Big B and Tavondre Sweat. Sub linebacker Jack Campbell, Gray, and Schultz. Slot corner will be L'Jarius Sneed, Tompkins, and Amani Hooker. So that is how we have the team. Let's advance the week, get to the regular season, and if I had to set a goal for how many wins I feel like we should have, first of all, let's win the division. And I would say I'll be happy based off of last season. 10 wins, 10, 11 wins. We are 87 overall, 87 offense, 89 defense. We have a home game against the San Francisco 49ers. Don't get them mixed up with the San Diego Armadillos, formerly known as the Eagles. We don't really have to worry about the draft class because this is the last season. No A.M. Manor, but we have Restrepo, best friend of Cam Ward. And we win the game. We go 1-0, 31-17 offense, putting up a ton of points. And we were really balanced. Didn't turn the ball over. Cam Ward, 2 touchdowns, no picks. We picked off Brock Purdy twice. Perez, 48 yards rushing. Nick Washington, our other power back, with ATD. And then McDaniels also had 4 carries. Collins over 100 yards, 106 and ATD. And a touchdown for Perez. So doing it out of the backfield and in the receiving game. And then we had Big B and Simmons, our D tackles, both getting some sacks. Denzel Ward, our big free agent signing, he gets an interception. And L'Jarius Sneed, the veterans, getting it done. And shout out to our kicker, Mac Jones, not the backup quarterback that we released. 3 for 3, making a 42-yarder. We need all those field goals. And we are 1-0 to start the season. Now a Monday night primetime game on the road against Cincinnati. Can we get the dub to stay undefeated and go 2-0 to start the final season? And we do. 2-0, 28-10. The offense is putting up points. The defense is shutting down offenses. Look at that. 39 rushing yards, 93 passing. Big salute to the defense, as we had 2 turnovers, though. 2 interceptions for Cam Ward, but look at that. No sacks given up from the offensive line. Perez, 78 yards rushing. Washington, Cam Ward with a TD, even giving the fullback a couple of carries. Gunnar Helmber's our leading receiver. Sean Collins, Washington, and Washington with a 37-yard catch. He's our backup running back. Oladejo, Big B, Gray, and Simmons all with sacks, and then Jack Campbell with the interception. Now Mac Jones misses a field goal, but we didn't need him to make it. Actually, want him to keep making his field goals, but we didn't need him to make it. We have a new injury. Who is going to join? A.M. Manor is going to be our left tackle. That is okay because we have Orlando Brown Jr. and A.M. Manor should be back next week. We have the Pittsburgh Steelers going on the road against us. We are undefeated. I would love to go 3-0 to start the season. Let's start strong. And, of course, the Steelers are the first team to give us our first loss. 10-17. We honestly could have won this game. Just too many turnovers from Cam Ward. Can't throw those interceptions. DK for 128. Cedric Gray with a sack. And we made a 54-yard field goal, 3 punts inside the 20. But we should have Amanor back, so we get our wide receiver 2 back. And now a big division game against the Indianapolis Colts. We're at home. Let's bounce back from this loss to Pittsburgh, and we do. We win the game. We are now 3-1. It was close though, 28-24. And both teams mirrored each other. 2 touchdowns, no picks. We just have to cut the interceptions down from Cam Ward. It will be fine. Cam Ward also rushing for a touchdown. Al McDaniels, the rookie running back, getting his first touchdown of his career. Gunnar Helm with the touchdown. Amanor coming back off an injury, 2 catches, 27 yards, and a touchdown. Dillard, Oladejo, Schultz, Simmons. I would like to see more from as a pick from Braxton Hamilton. I would like to see more from Dillard. He was our very first round pick, and he's been developing slow. But we do have a linebacker breakout. Cedric Gray, 6 tackles and 1+ TFL goal. I think he could do that. And I think Cedric Gray is on a star dev. So if he gets this superstar dev, and we would, where is he? Cedric Gray. Yeah, he's star dev. So that would really help, with the dev trade. But now we got the 4-0 Broncos against the 3-1 Tennessee Titans. Probably a game of the week right here. And let's see if we can get the win at home to keep this winning streak going. See if we can get the dev trade on Cedric Gray. And we win. 27-9. The defense has been dominating. 27-9. We shut the running game down. So just when I said we needed our strength of our defense, the Jeff Simmons and Bigby and Tavondre Sweat, them big boys in the trenches, shutting the running game down. Nobody should be able to run the ball on us. And Cam Ward not turning the ball over. Look at the defense getting pressure. 6 sacks on Bo Nix. And Washington is actually running the ball hard. Cam Ward's been scrambling a lot of touchdowns. And Amanor, since coming back, 11 catches, 114, and a touchdown. He's not even in the slot. He's not even wide receiver 1. He is wide receiver 2 doing that. Let's go. 2 sacks for Jeff Simmons, Dillard, Oladejo, and I said I needed to see more from Dillard. He gets a sack and a half, so he must have heard what I said. And we had a field goal blocked, so I'm not going to blame the kicker for that. And it is looking good for the Tennessee Titans right now. Going into the bye week, we are 4-1. Don't have to worry about the mock draft. We do have to worry about that injury down there. And let's see if Cedric Gray went up depth trade. He didn't get it. Got extra XP. And Big B is out. Of course, when we're stopping the run, they had to find a way to shut us down by hurting Big B. And damn, that sucks. But we are the number 6 offense, 12th in passing, 8th in rushing, the number 4 defense, 4th secondary, and 8th when it comes to stopping the run. And that should probably go down with Big B being out. We are going to upgrade the players because we are at the bye week. And Cam Ward. Let's go field general. And everybody else will just. I do want to see the depth trait on the running back, the free safety. And I can't remember if we had. We still don't know what the running back is. The free safety, we probably don't know what he is because he's a backup. Is Michael Holt a rush D tackle? Is that what I just seen? I mean, he is 290. I didn't realize Michael Holt was 297. So we're gonna leave it like that. Um, we just beat the Colts 28-24 a couple weeks ago. So let's see if we can beat them again, sweep them, and stay on top of the division. We are actually second place behind the undefeated Houston Texans. Of course, when we're having a good season, another team in the division is having an even better season than us, making it even harder for us to win the division, right? We would rather have it any other way. But the Colts were at 2-4. We have to go on the road, and we still have the injuries to Big B and our left tackle. But let's see if we can get the win and sweep the Colts. Let's sweep Indy. Let's go to 5-1, and let's keep this thing rolling. 24-16. We sweep the Colts. We played anybody else in the division? We were about to play the Jags. We have not played the Texans yet. We play them after the Jags. 24-16. We ran the ball. We shut their passing game down. We didn't turn the ball over. That has been a major key in this winning streak. Cam Ward not turning the ball over. Defense getting pressure on the other opposing quarterbacks. Washington running hard. A.M. Minor coming back stronger from the injury. And Oladejo getting sacks. Michael Holt put him at rush D tackle. He gets a sack. And then Jack Campbell with the interception. Both kickers making all their field goals. And we are making most of all, Jaguars 2-5. So our division outside of the Texans, the Jags and Colts, no competition right now. We do have a weekly award winner, and that is going to go to Oladejo with the 8 tackles and 3 sacks. And stay undefeated in the division. We have a big game week 9 against the Houston Texans, who are probably still undefeated, and a damn Jaguars get the win 22-17. The Jags knock us off. 2 turnovers is when Cam Ward throws 2 picks, we lose the game every time. Cam Ward did have a rushing touchdown. Travis Hunter playing like he did at Colorado. Sean Collins, Brian Thomas. It's okay, though. What's not okay is my superstar running back being out and my starting tight end being out. That is not okay. So they hit us with the injury bug. They had to find a way to stop us. The Texans did lose, but Washington's having a good season. We got McDaniels, so we'll get him more involved. So this isn't that bad. And then that tight end, we have the rookie, and we have this guy. So not bad. But we need our starters back. First encounter with the Texans, and we win despite the injuries. So I think that puts us ahead in the AFC South. We lead the division. Not worried about Jacksonville, even though they beat us. Not worried about the Colts because we swept them. And with the Texans on a 2-game losing streak, it's looking up for us right now. 2 touchdowns for Cam Ward. Most importantly, no interceptions. Washington stepping in for Perez. You have McDaniels stepping into Washington's role. And then receiving A.M. Minor, he has been on a tear. Who the hell is Deontay Cohen? The rookie tight end getting a touchdown. And then Dillard, Cedric Gray, I don't want to see another breakout scenario for him and then he doesn't do anything the following week. But that is most likely what it is because he just had a great game. Um, well, you wait, what? So he did get it. He did get it. He did get it. I thought he didn't hit the scenario. Cedric Gray with the new shiny superstar dev trait. We needed that. Another weapon on the defense. Now we got the Rams at home. I want to talk about that real life Super Bowl between them because I'm just gonna bring it back to what happened to us in year 3 against the Falcons that you guys didn't get a chance to see. But we lose to the Rams just like the Titans did back in the early 2000s. 14-20. Probably the worst game of the season so far from our offense. We couldn't run the ball. At least we didn't turn the ball over. Cam Ward had a great game. The offense line did not give up 6 sacks. Puka Nacua doing his thing. Another touchdown for the rookie tight end, taking advantage of the opportunity. Rookie running back taking advantage of the opportunity. Corona giving up 3 sacks. Oladejo, Dillard, Simmons were still getting pressure with the defense. And man, we would have won if it wasn't for the kicker. One of them was blocked though, so we lost because of special teams. And another breakout for Cedric Gray. Did he hit this one? Got some extra XP. All right, we got the 5-5 Seattle Seahawks. This is going to be a tough game on the road, but we are looking like a playoff team. We can still fall off a cliff. I don't want to jinx it. We get the tough road win, 21-7. Defense making an impact. Offense rallying back. We shut the running game down. And Cam Ward, 2 touchdowns. He is playing his best football of his young career. A.M. Minor playing the best football of his young career. Jeff Simmons, I won't say young, but Dillard playing the best football of his career. Oladejo, Cedric Gray, a pick for Jack Campbell. That's his 3rd on the season. And we are a 7-win team right now. We have a Super Bowl rematch from year 3. And you can bet your ass we want to win this one. We want to win this one. Do we have any guys from injury back? Damn near everybody is back besides Perez. So we're almost at full strength. Are we leading the division? We are. We are a game ahead of the Houston Texans, and we already beat them. But we need to worry about the Falcons. Get the win. 87 overall against 87 overall. Super Bowl rematch from year 3. Yes. 10-3. We avenged the Super Bowl loss. We shut the running game down. I don't like the 3 turnovers from Cam Ward. How the hell did we win this game? Must have been the defense. Estes with his first interception of the season. So we are at 8 wins. We are leading the division. We look like a playoff team. Jaguars are the only team in our division to beat us so far. And they beat us again. So we get swept by probably the worst team in our division. The Texans were 6-0, bro. They were 6-0. They have lost 6 in a row. Talk about meltdown. and we don't want to do that because we still have a chance to melt down. 21-24, really close game. I see that we were up 14-0 in the first quarter, and we just wet the bed in the second and third quarter. Tried to dry the bed off in the fourth quarter, but it was too stained already. So shut the running game down like we always do. Cam Ward, bad game. 2 touchdowns for Washington, who's having a breakout year at running back. Basically the same type of running back like Perez without the superstar dev. But Braxton Hamilton, Denzel Ward, and I am tired of losing these games because of special teams. And this is very important. Even if we lose this game, we will still be a game ahead of the Texans. Did get swept by the Jags. Do we have Perez back? We have Perez back. So we got everybody back right when we need them. Power back should be Perez. I'm going to go Washington. This should be DK. I hate when they alter my depth chart like this. See, why is Cedric... All right. Big game, playoff implications, division on the line, and we split. So we swept the Colts, we split with the Texans, and we got swept by the Jaguars. 20-28. We shut the running game down, and we just turned the ball over one too many times. 1 pick from Cam Ward, and who the hell is Corey Cash? They didn't even have C.J. Stroud, and we lost. Still lost. Missed opportunity there. Could have took advantage of C.J. Stroud not playing, and we did not. Oladejo, Jack Campbell. At least we made our field goals or our extra pointers. But we're still a game ahead. We're 8-5. I think 1 or 2 more wins will guarantee us a playoff spot. We are the 4th seed right now, and we are not too far off the 1 seed. Kansas City, Pittsburgh, and New England all 9-4. We could actually win the 1 seed. We could win the conference outside of just winning our division. And we win. We have to keep winning to stay ahead of the Texans. They are right on our tail. And we played a flawless game. Perez with a touchdown. McDaniels with a touchdown. 2 sacks from Jeffrey Simmons. Oladejo, Bigby, 2 for 2 field goals. And we are at 9 wins. 1 more will get us to double digits. We are already over 500. We have a 10-4 Patriots team, who are one of those teams looking to get the number 1 seed. So this is very important. This game could control home field advantage in the playoffs. And we get the W, 34-7, probably our most impressive win on the season. We're going to finish off against the Browns and the Ravens, and we ran for over 200 yards. And look at it. We have to have the number 1 rush defense in the league, bro. Perez, 102, 2 touchdowns. Cam Ward has to have double-digit rushing touchdowns. He should be in the MVP. Probably not MVP because he's done a lot of interceptions this season. But he is running a lot of touchdowns. Pick for L'Jarius Sneed. We did miss a field goal. But our record now stands at 10 wins. We're right behind Kansas City and Pittsburgh. We just need 1 or both of them to lose. We have the Cleveland Browns, who we could eliminate from playoff contention right now. Let's do that. Let's get to 11 wins. And this season is going exactly how last season should have went post Super Bowl appearance. 28-17. And we ran it, shut the run down. We are shutting the running game down. A. Minor with a rushing touchdown. Collins with a receiving touchdown. DK with a receiving touchdown. Diller, Oladejo, all them boys got to be in double digits when it comes to sacks. And looking at the AFC, we are 11-5. Kansas City, though, they're back. I didn't even peep the Chargers at 11-5, but we could get the 2 seed at least. If Pittsburgh, I remember Pittsburgh did beat us early on in the season. We need them to lose. We need to win. Didn't even notice that Cincinnati is the 7th seed. Who's the 8th seed? Because I think we haven't clinched yet. Because the Texans split with us. If they win, we lose. They could win the division. Oh, boy. Buffalo. Oh, man. There is a chance that we don't make the playoffs here. Wouldn't that be something? And, of course, they give us 2 injuries at the very last game of the season, and one of them is Oladejo, who will not have it for the playoffs, and Washington, who's been our best running back this season. It's a setup. It's a setup. It's a setup. It is a setup. We gotta look at the standings. AFC 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we have not even clinched yet. Look at all these 10-win teams. We control our destiny. We need to win. Beat Baltimore, who they could get the 8th seed, I think. If no, they can't. They're out because the AFC is gonna. Yeah, they're out. So they're not playing for nothing. We're playing for something. We're playing for everything. Let's get 12 wins. Oh, I hate to miss the playoffs with 11 wins. Let's get back to the dance. We lose. But we clinch a playoff berth. It's all that matters. We weren't going to get the number 1 seed regardless because of Kansas City becoming juggernauts again. But we're back in the dance. We couldn't run, couldn't stop the run. We passed. No turnovers. And we lost the game. Lamar Jackson Cam Ward didn't play bad. A. Minor. And what sucks is we won't have our backup running back and we won't have our best pass rusher in Oladejo for this postseason. But looking at where's our rankings? I'm not gonna show our rankings. All right, so we were 13th offense, 27th in passing, but we are number 7 in rushing, and we had the number 1 defense in the league. We were 3rd in the secondary, 4th in stopping the run. So really leaning on our defense and running game, old school type of football. And we're gonna auto upgrade the players, and we're gonna look at the stats on the season. And looking at the stats, Cam Ward, about 3,400 passing yards. Would like to see more touchdowns. He did up the interceptions this year. There were a couple of games where he threw multiple. 40 sacks, completion percentage 66%, 199 yards per game, not even hit 200. It's kind of disappointing. But rushing, Perez, who was injured but still averaged over 4, no fumbles. And then Washington went 9 touchdowns, 500. So you combine all 3 running backs. We were running back by committee. They went, well over 1,000 yards, well over double-digit touchdowns, only 1 fumble. Longest rush is 52 yards. Cam Ward pitched in with 8 rushing touchdowns. Uh, so yeah, I like everybody contributing to the run game, and then receiving. We spreaded the ball around, I guess. 1,000-yard receiver, no dominant, but A. Manor coming back from that injury, he was just great. DK, doing double duties as a receiver and return man. Gunnar Helm, who felt like he played better than his stats showed. And then I mean he was hurt too, so you gotta count that because Cohen came in and did his thing. And just a overall team group project, I would say, as on the offensive side. Offensive line, Madrino giving up double digits, Skoronski giving up six, Corona giving up six, Orlando Brown giving up four in the games that he started. Linderbaum, J.C. Latham, let's go. Only giving up two, and then Linderbaum only giving up three. And then Jack Campbell with 3 picks, 2 sacks, 5 TFLs, 121 Defensive Player of the Year consideration. Cedric Gray balled out. Um, Jeff Simmons doing Jeff Simmons things. We had the number one defense, so shout out to all these guys. Oladejo getting hurt is just a crime. It's a robbery. Dillard getting double-digit sacks first time in his career. Yeah, this looks like a number one defense. 3 guys over double-digit sacks. Getting multiple interceptions from multiple guys. Deflections, we had 6 for L'Jarius Sneed, 6 for Hamilton, 4 for Denzel Ward, 4 for the rookie Tompkins, who's our fourth corner. We had a forced fumble for Braxton Hamilton, Cedric Gray, Daniel Harper, Tyson Dillard, Dalvin Davis. We had no blocks, we had no safeties, we had no defensive touchdowns. Kicking, we had 2 blocked field goals. He missed 7, but he technically only missed 5. Longest was 54 yards. Punting inside the 28 times, longest 68, average 51.6. Kick return, no special teams touchdowns. We rarely see any of those. Yearly awards, MVP will go to Josh Allen. Armadillos. Coach of the year goes to what? We got coach of the year? Coach of the year? We took the Titans to the Super Bowl in just the 3rd year. Mind you, it was really our 2nd year that we took over the team. We took them to the Super Bowl. We were 1 yard away from winning it. Missed out on the playoffs last year and just completely turned this thing around. Number one defense, playoff berth. We won, I think, our first AFC South title. And rightfully so, they reward us with the coach of the year. That's what I'm talking about. AFC Offensive Player of the Year goes to Jamar Chase. Defensive Player of the Year goes to T.J. Watt. Oladejo coming in at number 4. Jeff Simmons at number 8. Offensive Rookie Jamal Landry of the Texans. We had McDaniels at 9. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Matias Contreras of the Dolphins. And we had Darrell Tompkins at number 8. Best QB, Joe Burrow. No Cam Ward mentioned. Ashton Jeanty for best running back. Best receiver, Jamar Chase. Best offensive lineman, J.C. Jones. We had J.C. Latham and Tyler Linderbaum at 5 and 7, respectfully. T.J. Watt for best D lineman, Oladejo at number 3, Jeff Simmons at number 6. Linebacker goes to Drew Sanders. We had Jack Campbell. We had Cedric Gray at 5 and 6. DB goes to Christian Gonzalez. And then best kicker is going to go to Callum Butler of the Raiders. No Mac Jones from the Titans. But we do have a playoff appearance. We have the Cincinnati Bengals, who I think we beat already. No Oladejo. So we are going to go at Michael Hope as the starter. And see if we can beat the Cincinnati Bengals. We'll look at the playoff bracket. Number 1 seed goes to Rams and Chiefs. If we do beat the Bengals, we go to this box, right? Yeah. So we'll play the Chargers or the Patriots. But first, one game at a time. Home game, hosting playoff game, coach of the year, no Vision Duncan against Joe Burrow and the Bengals. They have an 88 overall, 88 offense, 89 defense. Our defense is slightly better. Offense tied, 1 point overall better. We are banged up with injuries. Are they banged up? They don't have Battle. They don't have Jordan Battle and some guy named Bridge at right tackle. So we should be able to get the win. It's gonna be tough. It's not gonna be easy. Let's get back to that Super Bowl, baby. Let's get back. It says win the division. Does not say win the game. First round and done. 30-24. Overtime. We scored 10 in the fourth, the forced overtime. Both teams score on their first possession, and then they scored again. Played our damn heart out. Burrow was just excellent. Cam Ward, gotta give him his props. But it wasn't enough to beat the Bengals. Wasn't enough to get back to the Super Bowl. Maybe if we had Oladejo to get pressure. Look at these receivers, man. Jamar Chase, Jake Dyson, whoever the hell that is. But DK9, 105-2. Gunnar Helm, 5-63. A.M. Manor, 44 on the TD. Tyson Diller with 2. Big B, Hamilton, Gray. Where was Jeff Simmons? Just didn't show up. No picks from the defense. No missed field goals. Punt inside the 20. And the Bengals handle business. So, in 5 seasons with the Titans, a Super Bowl appearance, a division title, a first-round exit. Not bad, given more time. I mean, we really should have capitalized on that Super Bowl appearance. Maybe if I would have hopped in for that 1-yard play, even though if we would have won it, y'all wouldn't have seen it. But, I mean, I wouldn't say this was entirely an L, but I'm really impressed what we were able to do with the Titans. But looking at Pro Bowlers, I don't see not one. Tyler Linderbaum, our free agent signee. Corona, our guard that we developed. So 2 offensive linemen there. Oladejo should definitely be a Pro Bowler. Snubbed. Complete snub, bro. Who is voting for this? Who are the voters? Let me know. Why is Oladejo not in there? Jeff Simmons. So Jeff Simmons and 2 offensive linemen. We'll see who wins the Super Bowl. We'll still be having any depth trait upgrades. The Super Bowl will be them Falcons. Let's go Chargers. But Braxton Hamilton, did he go up depth trait? He's been stuck on a boring normal, and he's gonna stay boring normal. But no changes on the offensive line. And then on defense, Oladejo, I felt like should have went up superstar. Maybe the injury is holding him back from going up. Cedric Gray is an X factor. That's gotta be that's gotta guarantee him the thumbnail, right? McDaniels was a star. Don't know what hodling was, but we're just gonna take a sneak peek. Might as well, because this is the final season. Boy, it's about to be a X factor that we just had buried on the depth chart. just as bad. So we will be rooting for the Chargers in the Super Bowl just because the Falcons beat us. Yeah, we're petty. Yeah, we're being sore losers. But and the Chargers do win, which is funny that we have a San Diego team again, and then that's when the Chargers win the Super Bowl. They're like, no, we're still the San Diego Superchargers. Take that, armadillos. But the Chargers get the Super Bowl. Quentin Johnson is your Super Bowl MVP. When you look at that side over there, your Pete, Coach of the Year, No Vision, Duncan, Josh Allen MVP, Jamar Chase, T.J. Watt, Tavares Hill, Offensive Rookie Year for the Falcons. That's why they won the Super Bowl. And then linebacker Mike Damon Chapman. Mike is the position, not a name. I mean, it's a name, but that's not his name. It's Damon Chapman, damn it. But the Chargers are your Super Bowl champions. But I mean, winning the division, 11 wins in the final season, getting the playoff appearance, losing in overtime in that close game to the Bengals. Not mad about it. I am mad about making the Super Bowl in year 3, and all that footage just wasn't shown. It got lost, deleted somehow. Really wanted you guys to witness how we lost that Super Bowl on the 1 yard line. It was just crazy. Crazy. Like, but we got there. We made it to the Super Bowl. So, not bad. Not bad for the Titans, who probably have the worst team, worst roster on the game, in the league, period. So, for us to make it to the Super Bowl, middle of the rebuild, and then turn them into a playoff team towards the end, I can live with that. I ain't gonna say I'm all the way happy, but I can live with it. But that'll wrap it up for year 5, the final season here in the Madden 26 Tennessee Titans realistic rebuild. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment below. I'm out of here. I'm gone. Peace out. Don't squat.